Well, I'm fairly certain that that sprinkler head is not supposed to be watering this pallet of rock. What's up, everybody? Good to see you here on Grassroots Gardening. We had a hard freeze last night, and we are paying for it today. Shu, what you got over there, buddy? Huh? I said, what you got going on over there?
The whole head's gone.
Oh, great.
The whole head is gone. Up there's a filter.
Okay, well, hang on to that. Don't get wet right now. It's still really cold.
I want to make sure I can find it.
All right, I'm gonna go turn the main off. I dislike cold weather. It got down to about 24 last night. I'm sure that's what broke that sprinkler head off out there. We're just, you know, we very rarely get down into the 20s. And this one over here, this one didn't freeze because, well, it was under a couple inches of dirt. But evidently this 2-inch main right here where it butts together has sprung a leak, so we got ice all out here. We also got our buddies from Amen Corner Ponds here working on a few projects today. We're gonna go take a look at that real quick and then get the main turned off. We're patching the fence up down there too, where the hurricane blew a pine tree down and broke some of our fencing. So all kind of stuff going on all over the place. So I think a couple videos ago, I showed you guys we had some plans for Ethan and his crew to add a few more smaller water features up in this area here. That looks good, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when'd y'all get this put in?
I don't know, a couple weeks ago we got the basin and stuff. We just haven't plugged it in yet and tested everything.
That's gonna look awesome.
So that's a pretty cool guy. We're gonna drop in like a kind of a big flat boulder that you can like walk right to the edge in and then fill it with gravel, and
sweet.
It'll be really cool.
Yeah, this will be a great little area up through here. We're gonna do like a little pathway, I think we talked about.
Yep.
Coming up into here.
Through here, smaller pond kind of over there.
Oh, dang, you even got some other ones up here. Oh, I like this one, dude. That is really cool.
It ages really nicely too.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
It ages really nicely, so like it'll really look like a natural stone after a little while sitting in here. But these are cool.
Oh, love it, dude. This is gonna be a great little area to showcase some smaller.
Yeah, and these are, I mean, these are perfect if you're wanting a water feature that, especially if something you want to do yourself.
Right.
These are great. I mean, you can drop in one of these basins in no time. We put a little bib liner in, but if you cut the water down enough, you don't even really need that. You can just do the basin itself.
Gotcha. So is this a special basin, or is this aqua blocks? Or?
This is a special basin, so it's like all in one. Basically,
so even easier.
It's a just drop in the ground. It's got your pump vault built in. You got this little guy here. This is your panel. Your pump is right in there, all of your valves.
Oh, easy.
So super easy to install. Everything's just a little flex pipe that pushes on.
Nice.
Makes it a simple feature, and these are great. I mean, we can install these in a day in someone's yard.
Yeah.
Great for little front yard fountains or right off the back patio. So
that is cool, dude. I love that. I might need one of those at my house.
Those are pretty cool. Those are pretty cool. We could work that one out.
And so you ain't got to turn them all on, but I was just going to walk up here and look at these others because I haven't seen any of these, man.
Yeah, we don't have power all the way up here yet. But,
okay.
This is our sphere. This is
that's pretty.
Sphere. So this is really cool. This one's a softer fountain. It hugs very close. You just get a little bit of a bubbler on top, and then it hugs really close to it. Really cool. It's actually one of the cooler ones at night if you kind of like light them up, because it just shimmers. It looks like the whole globe is just kind of shimmering.
Oh, I bet that is a cool
so
one
it's
at
a really
night.
neat thing, and you can really see the basin well on this.
Yeah.
We haven't put a bib around this guy yet. So there's that.
And the bib is just to keep the debris.
Yeah, well, keep the debris, but also helps us catch some of that extra splash.
Okay, gotcha.
It allows us to turn up the volume a little more on the pumps.
More if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, and so we'll do rock work to hide it up anyway, but if you're just dropping it in, you can literally just drop this in, cut it down to where it's just hugging the fountains themselves, cover it with gravel, and you're done.
I love it, dude. That's gonna be so cool. And then you got some bowls over here.
Yep. So the bowls aren't set up yet. This is the last fountain we got to get to.
Right.
But basically this bigger bowl is gonna sit on these stands right off the backside, and it'll spill into the bigger one.
Gotcha.
So the smaller one spill into the bigger one, and then that bigger one will just barely overflow, and again hug the outside as it goes down into the basin.
Nice. So it'll overflow obviously all the way around. Get her nice and level.
Yep, get it nice and level, and it just kind of barely overflows and hugs that bowl. This one's a really great one for like right off the patio.
Yeah.
You're wanting something that has a little bit of sound of water but isn't too loud.
Right. Or maybe even right by entrance.
Yeah, right by the entrance
to the home.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you got that awkward triangle that most people have, right?
Yeah.
Where that driveway's here, you got that walkway to the front door. What do you do with this, like square or triangle? Great little piece. Throw some landscaping around it, Jap maple over it or something.
Yeah.
So it's a cool little piece.
And even you know, like some of these smaller water features just add a huge impact to the home.
Yeah.
And just you know, as you're walking up, like having this by the front door would be awesome.
Yeah, and for bird lovers,
think about that.
These things are perfect. You get all kinds of photos with the birds perching on the edges,
taking
baths. So they're really cool from that standpoint too.
That's really cool. They ain't gonna be taking baths today, I don't think.
No.
It's daggum cold, man.
It's cold for South Carolina.
In fact, I gotta go turn this main off so I can go get my water line fixed.
There you go.
All right, let's see what we got going on. Last time there was a giant black widow in this box. Pretty dang cold today though, so I don't think he's gonna mess with us too bad. And I forgot, we don't even need our cutter offer tool because we have these handles right here. Okay, that should take care of the irrigation system. That's just our meter reader right there, so we should be off. I'm excited about this project up here, you guys. We've got our buddy Dion bringing up some big boulders. We'll have to come back and check on the progress that our buddies with Amen Corner Ponds have made. But right now, we gotta go get our hands cold and get this pipe fixed. It is so dang cold, you guys. All right, let's grab our PVC parts. I just went to Lowe's, bought all the stuff we need, hopefully all the stuff we need for this line over here. Then we're gonna go up to the control panel and open up that zone. Hey, it's leaking down now. It might be okay. I'm gonna go open that one.
Okay.
So open that one up just to make sure that it's all the way drained out and get her fixed. Tenemos todo lo que necesitamos, creo. Con el 2 pulgadas y con este, pero no cortas nada. Aún yo abrí este valve.
Okay,
all right, I feel a little bit better now. Got my Carhartt bibs on. Now I'm sure I'll have to pee in about 5 minutes. Isn't that the way it always works? I love this place down here, y'all. Look at the colors and about faded off of our Viridius Japanese maple over here, but she was just glowing yellows and oranges. Won't be too much longer, and we'll need to come there probably the month of late January, February, to do some pruning around here on some things. But they've got everything all nice and Christmas up with the bows. And before we go turn that valve off or valve on, I want to show you guys inside real quick. Doesn't that look cool? Got us a big old Christmas tree as soon as you walk in. Some presents under the tree, so hopefully that will help sales a little bit, because not too many people are excited about getting out in the yard and planting on a day like today. Kitty, you better go find somewhere warm. And I bet it's warm in here. Oh yeah. Wish we could just hang out in here all day long. It's freezing, darling. I hate it.
I don't mind it right now because I'm thinking about next spring when it gets so hot. I'm like, how am I going to do it again?
I can handle the heat a lot better than I can handle the cold.
Because we were born in different regions.
Yes, that's right. All right, let's see here. All right, so it says 13 is on. We need, I guess we could just go ahead and turn the ones on down by the sign. Let's go, I think that's station 16. We got so many darn zones around the nursery. They get 37 minutes. 30 minutes. Hold to start. All right, so if there is any water in that main line, it should drain out now. Hey Jovi, good morning. How you do, ma'am? Good to see you. It's cold. I don't like it. Nope, no, it won't be warm until May. Oh, these are beautiful. Yeah, I just want to hang out here in the greenhouse. It's so warm and beautiful. Got our new cooling pads in. I can't remember if I showed you guys those. We went with plastic cooling pads. Won't be needing them for a few months, but nonetheless, we got them all changed out. And you can tell, so this is an Atlas greenhouse, and with the greenhouse effect and it as warm as it is inside, the automated computer system is telling this vent wall to open it up a little bit. So that's as much as it'll open right now, just to allow a little bit of heat to escape. And then if by chance, so today's high is like 44, but you know, just like sitting in your car, that greenhouse effect will warm it up real quick like. And if it does get warm enough, then it'll kick the fans on.
Yo voy a jalar los cables para aquí y usted los corta allá para acá.
Ok, está bien. No hay problema, aquí lo mojamos. Y voy a cortar este. Y voy a cortar aquí. Y la próxima podemos medir. Con cuidado. Ven. Déjelo un poco. Tenemos que esperar un poquito más. It's evidently still got a little bit of pressure on her, even though I did just open up that solenoid valve right there at the sign. As you can tell, it's got a little bit of pressure. It'll drain down here hopefully just a minute or two. Then we can put our telescopic 2-inch coupling on and be good to go. At least that's the plan anyway. Solo en caso ella se llena.
Sí, abrirle para acá. Enseña.
Gracias. Yo necesito hacer algo para calentarme.
Sí. Hazle un poquito para que salga.
So this is what we're going to be using to repair the 2-inch line right here. Picked it up at Lowe's. It's a 2-inch telescoping coupling. Keeps you from having to dig out, you know, 10 or 20 feet to put just a standard coupling in. So they're not cheap, but they are pretty handy. I'm trying not to get myself wet. I need to kind of measure roughly where we want to cut our pipe. Somewhere right about there should be fine. We went ahead and trenched out a little bit just to allow this main line to drain itself completely out, but still got a little bit more water than it should. I'm wondering if that valve didn't close. Is it closing all the way? We'll give it another minute. This one on the right side is coming back from the nursery. This one's coming from the main box, so it's good that the left one is slowing down, because that's the one that the valve that we turned off controls. So should be okay here in a minute. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and clean up our parts that we know we're going to need. So we got to have a 2-inch coupling. And what happens is we'll shove this end up here on this pipe, glue this on here, cut somewhere down in this area, telescope this thing right on out, and she should be good to go. And my phone is ringing again. Then we can go ahead and glue our coupling onto this end of the telescoping repair joint. Just one side of the 2-inch coupling like so. Put that up on there, twist it. Make sure you get it all over your fingers, like I always do. We'll let that set up for a few minutes and let it harden, and then we'll do us a measurement and slap this puppy together. All right, we got some little cardboard to keep our knees dry now and keep our stuff somewhat clean. We've got our coupling glued to our telescoping thing here, and that's not my knees cracking. That's the cardboard. Let's see, we want to come back past this bell, so we probably can go ahead. If we were to go there, we could cut somewhere about right there. That'll give us plenty to slide on from this direction and plenty to get this 2-inch coupling up on our original pipe. If we cut it right there. And this is that thin wall Schedule 20 pipe that I don't love, but it's what we chose to go with because we had so much irrigation to put in. The cost of Schedule 40 was quite a bit more. Now make sure both of our connecting points are super clean. Any dirt in there could cause it to leak again, and we're doing this all for nothing. Then we can push our telescope all the way in. Just double check one more time. So we'll glue this end on here first. It should slide up to there, and then slide this on to this part, and we should be in pretty good shape. We'll go ahead and glue this end first and let it set up before we pull on the telescope, so we don't disrupt it any. And I use a lot of glue because why not? ¿Puedes jalar aquí un poco por arriba? There we go. Spin it and hold it. Okay. All right, está bien. Okay, I think it's ready. Le voy a poner bastante.
Sí, aquí nos jala.
Put a lot of glue, because I don't like the angle that we have on this pipe, but it is what it is, unfortunately. And a little bit more, just for good measure. Get it all around in there. All right. ¿Listo, señor?
Perfecto.
Oh, yeah.
Perfecto. Ahí la hace ya. Sí.
Then we're gonna give that about 30 minutes or so before we even think about turning the water back on, because I don't want that blowing back out. Yeah, we're gonna give this at least 30 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer, since it's so cold temperatures right now. But that's our 2-inch telescoping coupling right there. Then we're gonna come back, put the dirt on top of it, and I think find us a nice sizable stone and put on top of here, because I don't want the loaders passing on top of this. We don't have to bury our stuff very deep here for freezing purposes, but that also is negative because, well, just the weight of the equipment coming down, especially grabbing palletized rock and stuff, can make that flex, and that's more than likely what happened here. That flexing at that bell housing caused it to leak. So give it an hour or so and give it a shot. All right, we're gonna let that set for a good little while. We don't need the irrigation, so might as well just let it cure really good before we turn the water back on. Let's go up here, check on our friends doing the little Aquascape features and see where they're at. And I see Ethan's wheels are turning. He's the rock Tetris master. Woo. Ooh, John almost
didn't have any more kids.
Yeah. That'd be a bad way to do it too, man. Very painful way. So what's the plan here, boss? You gonna put some gravel down first, or you going to go ahead and go in with big rocks first, or what?
We're gonna go big rock first. So what we're trying to do is basically get.
Oh, I like that. That looks good, dude.
It's gonna come in really nicely. I like this.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Bleeds right in off the ground.
Yeah.
So kind of transitions you to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah.
We want to drop in one more decent sized chunk. We're looking at that guy.
Yeah.
Kind of off in here. And then we're gonna just kind of bleed it out with gravel and into the background of plants and stuff. Down the road, we may pick one more boulder and kind of drop it into the landscape, just to give us some, give us some balance. But yeah, so we're gonna find this to retain the rest of this hill.
Yeah.
And just bleed on out.
I like this.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you steal that from?
Out back.
Okay. My driftwood pile.
The driftwood
I knew
pile.
that thing from somewhere.
Yeah, from somewhere.
Might as well put her to use.
That's what I was like. It's sitting back there long enough. I'm about to put to use.
Now I'm just trying to think. I wonder if we could plant it. That would be so.
I think you totally could. I was looking at that. I think it goes all the way through.
Yeah.
If we could figure out some way to sieve or even piece of underlayment inside of it.
We could just shove some underlayment down it as to keep the soil in.
Yeah. And it'll help it keep moist too at that point.
Yeah. Well, I gotta rack in my brain to think of what would be cool in there. We got a good bit of shade.
Yeah. I mean this area, I think you'll have a ton of options to plant with because
a fern is what first pops into my mind, but I don't know. But I might have a little bit too much light for a fern, but we'll figure something out. Awesome, dude, coming along nice.
Well, you also have some splash too, so
keep it cool.
So
this is gonna be sweet, guys. That rock that one's really perfect.
Oh, it's
especially the way it kind of tapers off there, so you can do a little bit more stacking.
When we turn it on, the water just kind of plays like right along here to keep this wet. So
beautiful. Perfect. I like it. And guys, something else that we're going to do, and I believe I told you guys our plans for this area in an older video. We're going to put a lean-to over here. This is going to be the pottery area. But what we're going to do, since the hurricane gave us some space at the house now, down by the pond area, I'm going to come in and get all of our Japanese maples. These are all pretty rare maples. We're just going to plant us a Japanese maple forest down by the pond there. So that's on the books. And then right now, let's go down and take a look at the koi pond area and the nursery and just see what might be blooming and what the shape all the shrubs are in after the cold. And we got us a delivery of something. Not exactly sure, probably stuff for inside of the store. There's our buddy Buster. Buster's got to tell everybody on YouTube, hey.
Buster.
They haven't seen him in a while. Hey, dude. Hey, buddy. You got the right coat on for today. You're not cold a bit, are you, bud? He's got the life out here, don't he?
Yeah, he does. Spoiled.
Spoiled rotten.
Yes.
What you got going on today, Miss Joy? Just
checking on things out here because it's cold and some things need water. Even though it is cold, they still need water.
Yeah. My chard looks about the same.
Yeah, it will make it through the winter though.
Yeah.
I've had it.
Well, we got down to 24, I think it was last night. It was cold.
It was chilly, even for northern.
That's some beautiful kale.
It really is.
That's pretty. You can eat this too, can't you?
I think you can.
Yeah. Try some, and I'll come back and check on you in a little while. See if you're still kicking.
It's not very tender.
No.
Good.
Some of my kale came back in my green stalk planter.
Good.
So I got it all planted up at home. Snapdragon's looking beautiful. Violas and pansies, the sun's coming out. You know, the great thing about living down here in South Carolina in Zone 8B is even though everything looks a little sad right now and our shelves are empty, it won't be long and springtime will be right around the corner. Miss Joy, what is this? This is gorgeous. Ornamental kale?
It's ornamental kale, isn't it beautiful? Look at that.
It's pretty, that color.
It's absolutely stunning.
Almost looks like it's fake, doesn't it? It's
really
so
beautiful.
vibrant. That'd be pretty in conjunction with that right there, wouldn't it? That contrast.
I mean, you could fill a big container with just this and it would be so beautiful all winter long.
Maybe, that's really pretty.
In fact, that purple kale that's over there in the garden was planted last fall.
I thought so.
And it's grown. It's really beautiful.
We're gonna go take a look at it. It's huge. I'm surprised it made it through the hot summer.
Me too.
Let's walk over here. Let me show you what this kale did that lasted 1 year. 1 year old. It's giant. It's fallen over a little bit, but it's still cool. We've got it up here at the top of the waterfall But you can kind of see that was one plant, and so it's turned itself into kind of 4 just because it's falling over because it's getting so old. But it's even going down into the water there. That's cool, man. That's a beautiful plant. One of the darkest color purple things I've ever seen in my life. Pitchers are still doing okay up here. They're kind of protected down there in the rock area. We'll go check on the ones down by the koi pond next. And of course our aquatic section is pretty bare, iced over. We won't do anything with that until probably next April, somewhere in there. And we've got a couple of tree and shrub orders coming in to fill in a few of these empty spots down here in the nursery. Main reason being, after the hurricane, obviously people lost a lot of trees. Now that the cleanup is over, it's time to replant. So we're trying to bring in some larger specimen oaks and things like that for folks to replace the big trees that they lost. And where are all of our fish at? Oh, I could barely see them. They're up in the fish cave. They're like, screw this, it's too cold. We're going up into our cave. I'm surprised that fern made it through the freeze. Japanese maples look beautiful. Fall color right now. Pitcher plants down here still got some color to them. Oh, and Dave's had an armadillo down here. You can see what the armadillo's done out there in the mulch looking for earthworms. So he's got him a little trap set up right here. So see if we can't catch the booger. Oh man, it looks like Dave has planted some more climbing roses down here on his arbor. Man, they're growing fast. Even at this time of year, look at all that new growth. I'm really surprised that didn't get fried last night from the cold. This arbor trellis deal will be covered in no time with the amount of roses he's got planted on it. All right, let's make our way over to the Japanese garden area. Oh, I haven't been down here in a little while. Look at the colors on these Japanese maples over here. I bet these are probably Sangokaku, which is a coral bark maple. Has the beautiful red and kind of orange colored bark to it. Man, look at that fall color. Wow. That just makes me smile right there. I just love to stand right here and look up at the sun and look at those vibrant oranges and yellows. That is just too pretty. Love me some Japanese maples, as you guys know. Forget what this one is that Dave has planted. Let's see. That's Tamukiyama. So it gets that kind of fire engine deep red color to it. Everything is looking really good down here. But what I was going to say, the reason I haven't been down here so much, the landfill has been keeping me so busy. Well, all of the storm debris coming in, I just haven't had time to come down and even take a stroll. So I'm glad we're able to do it right now. This is one of my favorite places in the whole wide world, right down here, y'all. It's just so peaceful and tranquil. Even this miscanthus, I believe this is adagio, putting on a little bit of a show down here. That was a nice touch. I wouldn't have thought to put that down here in the garden, but gives you some nice winter something to look at. Oh, and they must have brought down some of the Amaryllis bulbs that didn't sell at the nursery, so they should flower down here soon. Still got to do a little bit of work up in here. Hopefully I can get down here with Dave and do a little bit of planting myself, get that mulched up. Another Sangokaku's done lost most of its leaves, this one over here, but now it's going to expose that really pretty orangish red bark. Oh, I know one I want to check on. This one's a real special Japanese maple over here. Has this is bihu, so it has yellow bark, so it just gives you some winter interest once all the leaves fall off, and it's already setting buds for the next few months. Whenever spring rolls around, got some nice fall color on it too. Look at that color of that leaf. That is cool. It's probably one of the rarest maples that I have right here, and unfortunately I don't have any for sale, but that's all the more reason that I need to get myself in gear, get my other maples planted at the house. That way we can get us some rootstock and start grafting some of the more rare species that we have, and then we will have them available for sale. I'm loving these grasses down here, y'all. That's just, yeah, I wouldn't have thought of doing grasses right down here by the creek, but it adds a lot of interest. You can see the seed heads all curled up and dropping seeds. Little seating area down there still looking good. The Confederate jasmine climbing up on the wall. I am excited for this coming spring because that will be the second year that we've had the Japanese maple garden area, not Japanese maple, the Japanese garden area planted up, and things should be pretty established by then, and it's going to really start to take off over the next few years. So super excited to see what this spring holds for us, and I just hate cold weather. Okay, we're all over the place today, y'all. We got projects going on every which way. We're going to go ahead and rip up the mulch from the nursery. Jesus is going to bring it down here, put it on the slope so we can maybe get some vegetation, more vegetation established on this slope before we start building our greenhouses here in the near future. Don't know exactly when, but hopefully pretty soon. Oh yeah, that stuff's broken down real good. It's almost like compost. So it should give us some nice vegetation along there. And now I'm going to show you where they're taking it up from and what we're going to do to put back. So this is the area where we're going to rip up all this mulch and put down our rock. But you see how thick it's done got? And it's just kind of breaking down. It gets wet, obviously, with the irrigation from the shrubbery. So this will be a huge help for the guys. Get all this up. We can put some edging down, put us some rock pathways, and then we shouldn't have to worry about it for a long time. It's windy today. Constant battle. And the nursery is standing pots back up. See, they got some frost cloth on a few of the shrubs, maybe some azaleas or something to that effect. Now it's been about an hour and a half. I think the glue has had time long enough to dry, but we're going to find out here momentarily. How'd it turn out, sir?
It turned out pretty good.
Let's check her out. Oh yeah. Oh dude, that looks amazing. Nice job, y'all. Little purple pixie.
Oh yeah.
Weeping lower pedalum right there. That thing should just kind of creep out over there. That looks awesome, guys. Excellent work. How about that? Love it. And that water obviously will clear up here in a little bit as soon as it goes through the rock filter and has a little time to settle out. Ethan, that looks fantastic, dude. Y'all did great, man.
Such an easy drop in that just
a
couple hours and boom.
So I mean,
cool impact.
Obviously you guys go around and can install this for folks that don't want to, but I mean this is a pretty simple project for an average homeowner.
Yeah.
You just get a little elbow grease, dig a hole, drop your vault in.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly the hardest thing is getting that hole dug, dropping it in, leveling it side to side, backfill, and then you can kind of get creative and just have fun with what the top looks like.
That's beautiful, man. Simple, but makes a big impact.
Big impact, big impact. Such a cool little spot. We do some backdrop plants now and just kind of bleed off. It'll look real cool.
That'll be great. We got to get it cleaned up, and we got to get it cleaned up pretty soon. I mean, we got a little bit of time, but we got a visitor who is going to be stopping by next early summer. So we've got the pond dude right here. We got the pond guy, Greg Wittstock, is going to make a visit, hopefully around May-ish, something like that, to check out what Ethan has built here at Grassroots, as well as some of your other projects around town too. So that will be awesome. All the more reason to hit that notifications bell down there right now, let you know when videos come out. Consider subscribing if you hadn't already, because that is going to be epic. Yeah. We're going to take Ryan out on a little tour too, let him see all the features we got going on. Yeah, because I haven't seen any of your work around town. I mean, obviously you killed it with the projects here. I mean, they're just fantastic. The Dream Stream, we got the waterfall, we got the koi pond. Now we're going to have this area up here with some smaller water features. I know Greg is going to be impressed.
Well, we're going to hope so, right?
Good job, dude.
Thank you.
Okay, moment of truth. Ethan's going to go down there and watch the repair for us. We're going to call him real quick and slowly open this valve up. Call Ethan on speaker.
Stand right over top of it, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. Wide leg, right over top of it.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna open it up slowly. All right, we got water flowing. I just got it barely cracked right now.
Looks good so far. Not seeing anything.
Yeah, it's the main line though, so it's got to fill up quite a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably got quite a bit of water to fill.
I'm gonna go ahead and bump it open a little bit more.
Still looking good here.
Okay, can you hear anything?
No, not hearing anything.
Okay, it's a hell of a main line, so it's gonna take just a minute or two.
Yeah, build up pressure. Yeah, that's quite the mainline pump for irrigation.
Yeah.
My goodness.
The only thing that concerns me about that telescopic couple that we put in there, it had just a slight bit of angle to it. You know, there's a bend in the pipe. Slight, but nonetheless a bend. So that's the only thing that concerns me.
Yeah. I would think it'd be okay now, but it does worry me a little bit with how shallow it is. Bring machines in here.
Yeah, I told Dave to let's put a rock on top of that repair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, I hear the water kind of starting to slow down a little bit.
Sounds like I could hear a little water just a second ago in that quiet spot in the road.
Okay, yeah. There ain't many quiet spots on this road anymore, is there?
No, there ain't. Need a big old sign over here.
Yeah,
Grab people.
Yeah, for real. I'm gonna go ahead and open it all the way up. I can still feel water running.
Looks good as of right now over here. Not seeing anything.
Okay, she's all the way open. What I made,
anywhere.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Because I definitely think it should have some pressure on it by now. What I may do, we probably got some air in the line. I think I'm gonna go turn on a couple irrigation zones.
Okay.
And just kind of get some of that air out. But I think we're good. Thank you, buddy.
Yep, no problem.
All right, see you, bro.
Yep, see ya.
All right, well that's good. No blowouts yet. Let's go turn on some irrigation, bleed some air out, and then double check it. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, isn't it? It is. Yeah. Yeah, he turned that one on for me a while ago. I'm gonna go turn on some of the irrigation real quick. The valve's open. Nothing blew up yet, but I think we got a bunch of air in the system.
Oh yeah, probably.
It looked like you planted a couple of them, or Dave or somebody stuck some Amaryllis down in the Japanese garden area. Look at the color on that dude right there. And your poinsettias look amazing. And then you just had a delivery of pansies come in too?
Yep, some fresh pansies and some candy tuft.
Okay.
Which is nice for the
Candy tuft, is that alyssum?
Iris. It looks like alyssum.
Can you show us
I don't
real
know.
quick?
Yeah, I didn't even see this when we took it out. It's small right now, so it doesn't even have a flower yet. But
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, I
late
know what
winter,
you're talking about. Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Oh, that's
We
nice.
figured we'd get it while we could.
He grows some good stuff.
Nice.
Fresh batch of pansies in. The yellow, everybody loves the yellow. And a little bit of mix right there. Is this the Majestic? Matrix.
We've got some Majestic right here.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's super popular. Those
It is,
big,
yeah.
big
Yeah,
flower
there's more.
heads. More over there. We got the wood fire going, pumping heat, because it's going to get cold again tonight. Okay, well that is a good sign right there, guys. I don't see any drips. And we look like we're going to be good, so we're going to throw some dirt on that so it doesn't refreeze. And tonight was with tonight's low temperatures, I got the sprinklers running on the pansies and the sign area out here to hopefully bleed out any air. I think we're good to go. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Give the video a thumbs up if you don't mind right there. Always remember, the more you know, the more you grow. See you on the next one.